toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, y más resuena por la pared, creando una canción. No quiero perder el ritmo. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, y más allá. Crucemos el número en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Crecemos en número en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, y más allá.
Get up. We want you to get on your feet. Stand up, stand up. Come on, get loose with the heat. Right now. Think about it till you black out. So get the fuck up. So cover and dock, you're out of luck, we don't give up. Yeah, we're going up, next floor is us, you're riding with us.
just follow your trail, and I'm losing your mind, and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you. tell me what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. About to shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want, baby. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want. Give me what I'm looking for. Just give me what I want, baby. Just give me what I want. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want, baby. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want.
Yes, these last couple of weeks hasn't got the video stream up. Do you know when I've gone to stream it from my personal end?
I just realized
Browser. Paste. Ah, there we go. We seem to be live now. Apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a bit of a problem there with the server, so I do with the connection to the live stream. So I do apologise about that. We are back now live. I've now got to play around with the settings of the screen, so do bear with me for just 2 moments while I get that done. But I'm Matthew Duffin, as always. I'm here live Wednesday night, Simplay Motorsport, round 15 and 16 here at the Indianapolis road course around the we've just said where we're around, but I'm here live, joined by Andy. I'm just going to let you take the microphone a second, just while I try and sort this out.
Right, yeah, so Matt's just dealing with an impending disaster going on with the live stream there. But welcome along, everybody. Welcome back to the Simplay Motorsport YouTube channel. We're here for the Pro-Am Series, rounds 15 and 16 even. Some very exciting action here at the Brickyard here at Indianapolis. It's always an exciting track, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of action, thrills and spills out on track this evening. But it's currently Holty showing the way at the top of that leaderboard. He's got half a second over Dom Productions right now at the sharp end, but Holty here, we saw him in imperious form last time out at Long Beach, took the win in race 2, and he seemed like nobody could stop him in the previous race, so he'll be looking to continue on where he left off last week with Dom Productions. Gets pretty close there with that last lap. You see a tenth of a second separating these two right now at the top of that leaderboard. As I'm just looking at the stream there, it looks like we're getting things in order. We've got Nikki in the comments section saying, "Hi Matt, hi Andy." Welcome along, Nikki. Good to have Team Prolapse in the comments section as always. As we see, that's Holty coming over the line there. Can't improve on his provisional pole lap there. We've got Daniel Francis sat in 3rd place right now. Stages here at this session. We've got Rabbit Joe coming out of the last corner now. Let's see what Rabbit Joe can do here in the Porsche. Driving for the second string of Iron Brew racing. He can't improve on his fastest laps on. Kieran Argent sat in P5 right now. We've got NJ in the pits. Looks like he's making some adjustments to that car. That Bozzy Boy sat in 7th place right now in his qualifying session. Also in the pits, Smoky Devil comes over, goes P8 for the time being, a little way off, but that fastest time being set by Holty, gotta say. Got Cam coming sat in 9th. Monkey Boy in P10. He's just coming out of the last corner. Let's see if Monkey Boy can put himself in amongst it here. And he does. Look at that, Monkey Boy. As we talk about him, he puts it to the top of the leaderboard there on a 1:25.580. He's 400ths of a second, just under 400ths ahead of Holty there. So that is an absolutely sizzling time there from Monkey Boy. Just as Matt joins me in the commentary box here, it looks like we're all good to go once again in the for the live stream, Matt.
We are all back, we're all set. Apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Monkey Boy, what a heck of a lap there. Just want to clarify something up there. That Bozzy Boy is a Liam Gamer. He's had a PSN name change, so it is Liam Gamer. He's running on, what is his YouTube account name? That Bozzy Boy. While I'm back and all sorts, I'm just going to quickly run through the table. The man who is currently on provisional pole, Monkey Boy, is leading the championship by 89 points, as we only have 4 tracks left, only 8 rounds remaining in the season. It's kind of flew by at the moment. Holty then in 2nd place. He's just ahead of Rabbit Joe, who's only just in front of his teammate Liam Gamer, or that Bozzy Boy, as we're going to be calling him for the rest of the season. NJ then sits in P5, just behind the two of them, and Argent in 6th place, who's again making this little 4-way battle for that final promotion spot, for that 3rd place spot in the Pro-Am table. All interesting. Stealth Sloth then comes in 7th place. He can still mathematically win the title, although he'll be out of it today. As you see, he's currently on the grass at the moment. That is not where he wants to be. Daniel Francis then, Smoky Devil then at P8, just behind Stealth Sloth by 17 points. Daniel Francis then nearing the 100-point mark for the season in the Acura, and could this be a circuit for the Acura? Very twisty sort of circuit, especially towards the back half of this track. Could be a track where we could see the Acura shine around here. Dean Wysocki then in his McLaren gave up on the season midway through. He's gone to the wheel for the remainder of the season, so a big learning curve for him. And he's mid-table, 85 points, not doing a bad job, and he seems to be steadily getting better on the wheel. Then it's Aidan Bennett who's had up and down results this year, and hopefully he's looking to finish his season off strong. DJ Phil Green, who Dan was saying last week on commentary in the Pro-Am, starting to get to grips with this McLaren and really starting to like the McLaren a lot. So let's see what he can do. Smithy then on 75 points, with Don Production 73. Not been the season from Don. He currently sits P3 on circuit at the moment. Don doing biz at the moment. Alfie we are expecting in late. He's running behind from something and hopefully should be here towards the back end of the first qualifying. If not, he'll miss race 1 and be in for race 2. And then Cam bringing up the rear, a late entrant into the season since Mazda got promoted to the Pro-Am. Forever Forward Racing of Kieran and Monkey Boy lead the Constructors' Championship by 109 points from Iron Brew Racing B of Rabbit Joe and that Bozzy Boy. Iron Brew C of Cam and Holty then third, with Bossman Motorsport of NJ and Smithy in P4. MC Motorsport, the defending Constructors' Champions of Stealth Sloth and Aidan Bennett, P5, with DL Motorsport, Daniel Francis and Don Productions in P6. P7 is Pepsid Motorsport of Dean Wasocki and DJ Phil excuse me, and AA 3D Printing of Smoky Devil and Alfie round off the championship at the moment. What's going on out on the circuit at the moment, Andy?
I just saw Kieran Argent there trying to get past the Lamborghini as he comes into the break. So it looks like he's able to get ahead of Smithy there, but that would have possibly compromised Kieran a little bit. I don't know if he got a bit of a toe. Oh, as we see Smithy getting off onto the gravel there, we got a yellow flag here coming through turns 1 and 2. At number 67, he's getting well out of shape, and it looks like he's going to have to, he's going to have to be courteous to those coming around the first turn. But it's currently Monkey Boy setting the pace here by 300ths of a second. Don Productions very close behind. It's a very close top of the leaderboard here. Don Productions is only, well, you see there, a tenth and a half separating those top three. Rabbit Joe not too far off either, sat in P4 as you said, has got a chance of getting in that final top 3 promotion spot here for this Pro-Am series. The top 3 will be promoted up into the Pro Series for next season, which I'm hoping I'll still be in for next season.
Yeah, no, you're still up there at the moment. You're well up there. I think you're pretty much safe.
Well, I actually won't be able to make tomorrow night. I meant to mention that.
Shame.
That might compromise me a little bit. We could be seeing a very different complexion of the table this time next week. But yeah, we've got Fury in the comments saying, "Evening, fellas. That Bozzy Boy, as we mentioned there, out on track." Also in the comments, welcome along, everybody. 16 people watching. Just slap that like button and get at least 10 likes on this video before we get into the first race. Obviously, the main aim is let's get this video to 20 likes, guys. But for now, I'm sure we'll be happy with 10 before we go lights out. For
one thing I've just noticed, Andy, was we have lost a driver from the session midway through here. I'm just trying to figure out who it is. Obviously, Alfie's running a bit late, but I can't see who we're missing.
Let's rewind a little bit.
Is Stealth Sloth there? No, yeah, I've figured it out. It's Aidan Bennett. Just gone through the notes in my notebook. It's Aidan Bennett who we've lost. Hopefully he can get back in. Online championship here, so you don't have that 2-minute cut-off time. You are basically able to come in and out as Aidan just gets back in now, so that's good to see. With 8 minutes left, he'll be able to still get a lap time in. This man, Monkey Boy, 300ths of a second ahead of Holty at the moment. It's very, very tight in terms of qualifying, and Don only just over a tenth behind as he comes across the line and doesn't improve this time around. Very tight between the top 6, top 7 in fact, just over a second.
P1. Great lap from Rabbit Joe. 2,000ths of a second quicker than Monkey Boy. Is so close at the top of the leaderboard now. 4 drivers separated by a tenth of a second. Absolutely no room for error tonight. It's absolutely brilliant stuff there. But Rabbit Joe really setting it alight tonight. And Matt, you said earlier on, he wants to get into those promotion spots, and he's currently doing it the right way if he wants to get himself in amongst it here.
And you know the thing is Rabbit Joe's drop score this season is actually his double points, so he's got no double points compared to the guys around him like Holty, Monkey Boy, Argent's yet to take his, so he's Don. But everybody in his title challenge around him have taken their double points. He's third on merit of his pure pace this season and consistency. So Rabbit Joe, hats off to him as he comes into the pit lane, maybe just to top up a bit of fuel and get going, but not a lot separating the top 3 at all. 38 thousandths of a second, and the Don only just over a tenth behind the pole man himself. But Rabbit Joe, what a lap that is.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. And Kieran Argent currently sat in P5, but he is a long way off that. Those front 4, who seem to be currently in a class of their own. Daniel Francis P6, NJ's in the pits. He needs to get out of there pretty sharpish. But that's absolutely fantastic stuff there from Rabbit Joe. Monkey Boy's now got to respond. Championship leader Monkey Boy. Let's see what he can do as he's coming out of the last corner now. See if he can find that 2,000ths of a second here. As he comes out onto the start-finish straight. It's not much to find, but he's got to hook it up and at least
and he's done it.
Look at that.
Oh,
he
wow.
smashed it.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Absolutely stellar lap that from Monkey Boy. 7 tenths nearly quicker than Rabbit Joe. What a bit of pace he's found there. Stavslov's crossed the line, stays P11. So then, it was the top 7 separated by just over a second. It's now the top 4 that's separated by just under a second. Monkey Boy absolutely smashing his last lap here. Just we're looking at the stats page. Monkey Boy's taken 4 pole positions this year. Rabbit Joe only 1. Don hasn't taken a pole, and Holty only has 2 to his name. So Monkey Boy pretty much doing the business in qualifying in terms of the stats. No one else with more pole positions than him this season. But yeah, can he make that pole number 5 out of 15 so far? What a lap from Monkey Boy last time round. We've said a minute ago about Joe's pace, finding that 2 tenths. Oh, Daniel Francis has got some bad damage on the back of that Acura. No rear spoiler, so that will be horrible for him. 5.5 minutes remain. Yeah, we said about Joe's lap being fantastic. Monkey Boy's there, it's just blew him out the water.
Yeah, he really has. But I thought that Monkey Boy had a little bit of a ace up his sleeve, but I didn't think he had that much in hand. And it's now gone from having a really close sort of top part of that leaderboard. Oh, we see NJ. Is that NJ? Yeah, it is. NJ, they're losing the car. I know it wasn't NJ,
Smithy.
his teammate, actually.
Yeah, Smithy.
His teammate, Smithy. Yeah. But yeah, I thought Monkey Boy had a little bit in the tank, but I didn't think that he was going to keep blowing him out of the water like that. But he really has laid down a marker, and now Rabbit Joe and Holty have got to get out there and find out where they're losing time. I'm not sure exactly what part of the track it is. I don't actually have my RS dash enabled right now, so I'm not 100% on where exactly Monkey's finding that time. But we'll find out at the end of the session where he's making all of that up, as we see Rabbit Joe in the pits. So Rabbit Joe maybe making some adjustments, possibly trying to see where he's losing out, and possibly going to just try and figure out exactly where he's going wrong.
Well, this is it, and I will say that the Mercedes in practice all week has been mighty down the 2 straights. Seems to really gain on the other cars down the straight. So I wonder if it's its straight line speed and the power in the straight line on the Merc that is being able to give it such an advantage over the likes of the Porsche, McLaren and the Acura. But top 4 manufacturers all in the top 4 positions at the moment. Merc, Porsche, McLaren and Acura. And then it's back to the Merc and the Acura, the other Porsche, and we don't see a Lamborghini until P8 at the moment with NJ. So not the start that the 2 Lamborghini boys would want. DJ Phil are finally out the pits, not done a lap time yet, as 4 minutes remain on the clock. Just looking.
Holty out the last corner. Let's see if he can put himself back up on the top spot. He had provisional pole in the early stages of this session. He comes over and he can't improve at the moment. He stays in P3 for the time being.
And I know Mazda's been working with Holty. Obviously, Mazda was teammates with Holty earlier this season, and Mazda's been working with Holty, still trying to find the setup on that car for them. Big loss. Surely he's got to get that back into the pit. He's just got in the way of Kieran. Yeah, just kept it on the banking, but clips Kieran Argent as they come across. That's a huge impact. Kieran returns to the pit, so does Smithy there, as Monkey Boy crosses the line, doesn't find any more time. I know Mass has been helping Holty with setup still in the week, and over the weekend, or I say over the weekend, we've had a lack of running over the weekend due to the Project Cars 2 servers not being up and available to us, so a lack of running for these guys. So untested waters for those who's been able to get the testing in. It's been a good job that they've been able to. We're lucky to be racing here today because the servers could have still been down and we'd have had to postpone. Ladies and gents, for a special event next week, just want to say, week break sort of next week before we head to Imola for rounds 17 and 18. We're doing a 2 hour 40 minute race of Le Mans in the LMP1, LMP2 and GTE car category. Obviously, those who follow the channel regularly will know we did a 24-hour race round Daytona. We're doing sort of a mini 2.4-hour round Le Mans next week as we're having a bit of a week break. Next week was meant to be Monaco, but obviously Monaco got removed from the calendar. So we're having a mini sort of week off and a bit of a 2.4-hour race. Join us live for that. Details will be announced on the Facebook page and on the Instagram page as well over the next coming week as to what the official time, start times and date will be for that one then. Smithy then in the pit still doesn't feel like he's going to get another run in here. He's got plenty of time to get another run in, although I will say, like Long Beach last weekend, this pit lane is a very, very long pit lane.
It is, yeah. It feels like an eternity when you're going through this thing. You want to be minimising the amount of times that you're going to be coming in here, that's for sure. But it's one of those things where the agonising wait as you're trundling down, you're coming towards the end, you just want to come off that limiter, and it's definitely going to be playing into the hands of those who can come in here the least amount of time possible. But it looks like Rabbit Joe coming around. He's currently sat in P2 at the moment here in this session. He's got a lot of time to find. We were talking about this man, how much of a good job he was doing. Still yet to take his double points round, as you said earlier on.
No, he's taken his double points, but it's his drop score. So yeah, he's taken it, but it's his drop score. So the drop score is the lowest score of the season, and even though he's taken his double points, it's his lowest score. So that's how consistent he's been. He's been that good that his double points round was actually his drop score round. So he's not gained the extra 19 points he should have scored that round. So he's third on merit of every other round other than his double points round.
Ah, wow, okay. So
that's testament to how good a job he's done all season, how consistent Joe has been all year.
Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it, I suppose? But Holty goes P2 there. Puts it provisionally on the front row of the grid alongside Monkey Boy. Still a long way behind Monkey Boy though. But he pushes Rabbit Joe down just a little bit. Looks like we've got a few drivers coming over the line. It's like DJ Phil currently sat in P15 at the moment. DJ Phil always shows up. Always does a great job out on track, and it's good to see him as always.
Just upgraded the software as well, Andy. I don't know if you're aware. He's upgraded the software to the PS5.
Ah, okay. So he's going to be having a nice
DJ Phil
little system going on there for DJ Phil. With Rabbit Joe goes up into P2 there. He gets it within half a second of Monkey Boy.
Good time that.
So Rabbit Joe and Holty just gradually eking away that gap to Monkey Boy, but are they going to be able to take a big chunk out of it and maybe get up onto the front row, possibly ahead of Monkey Boy, the man who's got provisional pole here in this session, the championship leader as well. He's currently showing everybody how it's done around Indianapolis tonight, and he's looking in imperious form in that number 9 AMG. Got Don Productions and Rabbit Joe both in the pits, so Holty, the only man who can spoil Monkey Boy's party here in the opening qualifying session of the evening here at the Brickyard. Holty is coming out of the last corner now, and let's see if Holty can get himself on the top spot. Obviously took a dominant win last time out in race 2 at Long Beach. He crosses over the line now.
No improvement. So P3 for Holty. Good lap at Rabbit Joe at the very end then to get onto the front row of the grid. Monkey Boy decided to go back into the pits. Not quite sure who's left on a lap, but a lot of drivers in the pits. Dean Wasocki looks like he's still on a lap. Down in P10 for Dean at the minute. Couple of tenths could put him just above Smokey Devil. Will need to find 9/10 of a second if he's to catch that Bozzy Boy and his nephew as well. So let's see what Dean can do coming the end of this qualifying session. I'm not sure who else is on a run. I think everybody's pretty much done. Oh, Dean's gone into the pit. So that is that one. And that is qualifying then. And Monkey Boy will take the pole position 5/10 of a second quicker than Rabbit Joe. All in that first sector, you have to say. Look at that. No, not all in the first sector actually, sorry, just 2/10. First and last.
Yeah, that's it. Middle sector is very even between pretty much everybody. It looks like Monkey Boy, Rabbit Joe, Holty and Don all matching each other, but it's that straight line speed, isn't it, Matt? It's that pit straight. It looks like Monkey Boy has got it set up very nicely, but watch out for the middle part of the track, because I reckon Monkey Boy is going to be a little bit vulnerable in those sections of the track. Rabbit Joe's going to want to start putting him under pressure coming through those hairpins and those slower sections, because that's going to be where the Porsche is going to have the advantage over the AMG. So stay tuned for this one, guys. This race very much an open affair, I've got to say.
Cambridge just asked, is the quality lower than normal? Yes, it was. That was my bad. I'd sorted everything out. Forgot to change the quality off the stream. It is sorted now. Apologies about that one. So Monkey Boy leads from Rabbit Joe with Holty P3. Don in 4th and Argent 5th. NJ managed to get up to P6 towards the end. Missed that one. With Daniel Francis dropping down to 7th and that Bozzy Boy down to P8. Smokey Devil in 9th place. And with Dean Wasocki P10. Aidan Bennett in 11th with Sloth 12th. DJ Phil Green 13th. Cam 14th and Smithy 15th. We are missing Alfie for this first race, and he obviously didn't manage to get in at the end of this one. Hopefully he'll be back for race 2 as he needs some good points to help in the constructors lift. 3D printing off the bottom of the table, but we'll be underway momentarily when the drivers ready up and tweak their last bits to the setups. Who's your money on for this one, Andy?
For me, Monkey Boy has got to be my pick. I know I'm being boring. He's on pole position. He's got a reasonable gap, but he looks like he's the man to beat right now. And I'd like to see Rabbit Joe take the fight to him. It's going to be interesting, especially in the slower sections of the track. I reckon that Monkey Boy might struggle because he's clearly got a low downforce setup. You can just tell by the advantage that he's got over these guys in the faster, sort of higher speed sections of the track. But yeah, I think Monkey Boy's going to be able to manage that those niggles coming through the slower parts of the track, and I reckon it's going to be that definitely is to lose.
I agree with you there. I think Holty, so I'm going to give Holty my shout for this one. Watch out for him. Maybe Monkey Boy and Joe could get tripped up with each other, and Holty could take the win here, but we'll have to wait here. Holty been in a good bit of form recently. 3 wins in his last 4 races. Monkey Boy only 1 win in his last 4, but 3 second places. All the second places to Holty. So we'll see what happens. The driver's just readying up here and just making final tweaks to the race setup, and we'll be underway in just a moment. Just looking at the chat. Such Apex, come on boys, good luck. And Liam Blitz it, come on Liam and Joe, says Jamie. Good luck all, says Daniel Francis. So a few Liam and Joe fans out there this evening. What are we going to see happen then on the grid? The drivers are all ready. It looks like we're about to get
a couple of the guys near the back of the pack. That was Aiden and Stealth there.
Yeah,
on a bit of a show for us.
It's lights out and away we go. Bethany Duffin in the chat, come on Lima.
Oh.
Don't know who Lima is, but yeah, we're away. And Daniel Francis and Argent just lean on each other there a moment, but they've got away with that one. And it's a clean start from everybody off the line. Now, what's going to happen down into turn 1? Who's going to be the better on the brakes? I think Rabbit Joe's up the inside. Yeah, he is. Oh, Don's gone up the inside of Liam. A bit of a tap on the outside on that Buzzy Boy. And a few cars having to take evasive action there. Kieran forced well out wide. Well out wide. Oh, NJ just tries to return to the track. Yeah, taps Daniel Francis and off he goes into the gravel then. Oh, that's Holty round. Oh, there's Holty and Monkey Boy.
Is that? No, it's not.
It's Holty and Monkey Boy round. Oh, and there's NJ who span, and then that's Aidan Bennett who's caught him. Oh, it's all carnage. They're all losing it. What is going on?
It's just a domino effect there from everybody coming out of turn 3. Dean Wysocki down to the back of the pack. Cam in 14th place. Kieran Argent seemed to get caught up in everybody else's mistakes there. He's now down in 13th place. And it looks like we got somebody onto the grass.
It's Aidan Bennett. Aidan Bennett's on the grass. I think he's got damage. Yeah, I think he's done well there to keep it out the way, Andy. He's done really well to keep that car going as well as out the way. But look who leads this race, Andy. Rabbit Joe and Don Productions P1 and 2 with that Bozzy Boy aka Liam Gamer up into P3 after he got tapped at the start and managed to get away with it all. It's been carnage from there. Stealth Soft's up to 4th with Smokey Devil up into P5 and the championship leader all the way down in 6th. And what kind of damage does he have on that Mercedes-Benz? Pit window is lap 6, but if you are suffering significant damage, you can pit earlier. Daniel Francis is up to 7th after he took a wild trip into the gravel.
Let's hold on board with Monkey Boy and see what his steering's like. It looks like it's all right to me, Matt. I think he's got away without damage, but he's obviously incurred some kind of spin or tap in the rear from somebody because he finds himself way off the leaders, having started on pole position here. So he's got it all to do, but it looks like, based on his steering inputs, he's got away without any major suspension damage.
He does look like that. Maybe a bit of aero somewhere. The car looks in good nick so far as Holty is coming to the pits. So my pick for the win. Already in the pit lane at the end of that one, as is Aidan Bennett. So we saw Aidan. Clearly significant damage for him. Poor Aidan and Holty.
Oh, Liam looking for a move. Is Liam going to try him? No, he thinks better of that one. It looked like he was eyeing up a move there on Don, but he wipes out the cone there for good measure.
Do you know what he did the other day?
Smokey Devil separated by not very much. What was that?
Liam the other day absolutely lunged one on Sutty. Lunged beautiful as well.
On the master.
It's not the Sutty send, it's the Liam lunge now we're calling it. We're calling it the Liam lunge. Can he lunge one on Don Productions? Aidan and Holty could be in the pit for some time here then. But at the moment, it's all good if you're Rabbit Joe. 2.5 seconds out in front. Yet to take a race win here at Simplay Motorsport. Yet to take a race win in his sim racing career, let's say. As we've lost a driver from the grid. Aidan Bennett disconnected, no points.
Coming out of the last turn, and that is going to be Smokey Devil up into 4th place. Smokey's picked people off early on in this race, Matt. He's just been picking up the pieces as everybody else has gone off or had crashes or incidents. Smokey Devil up into P4 in the early stages of this race. Great
stuff. You know
from
what? That's what Smokey Devil's done all season. Took his first podium the other week, and he's done that all year where he's just picked people off. Here and there, just pick them off all the time. Wi-Fi problems for Aiden, he got disconnected. Let's hope Aiden can get back in for the second race. He will not score tonight. DJ Phil is into the pit, so clearly damage on that McLaren, as is this man NJ, who's modified his wheel. He's drilled holes in it, he's put fans in it to stop it from overheating. He's been having overheating problems as NJ. He's managed to stop that, but it's not stopped him keeping out the wars so far tonight. The Acura looking in decent shape so far, just managing to gap Liam around this section. As Stostoff, is he looking for a lunge on Smokey Devil? Thinks about it, can't get it done. Here is Monkey Boy then. Who's right behind him? Daniel Francis. Who is behind him? Oh, that's Holty, sorry, behind Monkey Boy on track, who is a lap down. So Holty, these two, was obviously first and third on track, racing for the lead. Holty's now got the same view, but he's a lap down on Monkey Boy. So how it can change.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty frustrated with the way that the early stages of this race have gone. It looked like he got knocked about a little bit in that sort of first sector melee on the opening lap, and it's hard to believe he's only on lap 2 of this race, so he hasn't really gone very far since then either. So Holty here having an absolute mare, but we know he's got the pace. He'll be back in race 2, that is for sure. Aidan Bennett saying in the comments there he was pitting with 50% damage from NJ driving into oncoming traffic. So Aidan not happy with NJ's conduct there, returning to the track. So
I mean, to be fair, with
potentially
on that, but with what we saw, Andy, at turn 3, there was a lot of people heading towards cars that was spun round facing the wrong way. So a steward's inquiry maybe, but we'll have to see on what the footage shows. Rabbit Joe here getting his head down, gapping these two at the moment, and look at Don just doing what he needs to. He seems to get caught by Liam at the 2 straights, but then that's it. He then seems to be off of it. Stoff's got past Smoky Devil somewhere. We've missed that one, and Monkey Boy starting to reel these two in. Look at the times on the last lap. Monkey Boy was 4 seconds quicker than Stoff, 5 seconds quicker than Smoky Devil in the 26s on his race pace, but it's not gone right early doors. Smoky Devil going to look up the inside. Good move as he got it stopped. No, just runs a bit wide. Oh, he's lost the rear.
Oh no, he gets collected there. Oh no,
I think that's NJ.
Collected by a lap car. Yeah, NJ.
Yeah, I think that's NJ. No, coming around the corner.
Damage.
Oh dear.
In front of that car, he's lost his bumper. That is that Lamborghini.
Oh, there's Smithy round.
Fast. Oh no, both Lamborghinis there in the wars. Looks like Smokey is going to put a lap on Smithy as well there. Oh no, what is going on with those two Lamborghini teammates, NJ and Smithy? Boxman Motorsport having a nightmare here in this opening race.
Yeah, nightmare start for them two in this one, and who he's got to pit first so far. But here we go, back to that Bozzy boy, Liam Gamer here. Look at him gain on the Acura on the straights, but then by the time he has a look, they're at the corners where that Acura seems to be a bit stronger than the Porsche.
Monkey Boy
coming
down the pit straight.
Look at that Mercedes power.
Oh, he's breezed past him like he wasn't even there. Monkey Boy up into P4. Has he got his braking right? It looks like he's judged that to perfection. He's up into 4th place.
Up into 4th place, job done. Smithy in the pits at the end of lap 3, so is Smoky Devil then. After that shunt with NJ. But it's Monkey Boy then. What can he do in terms of closing on the ground of that Bozzy boy? 8 seconds gap between that Bozzy boy and Monkey Boy. As he's having another look. Oh, he's lunging. Oh, couldn't get that one done. He thought about it, Andy. He keeps doing that down the straight. That Porsche clearly superior than the Acura in a straight line, but the Acura seems to have his number around this part of the track.
For sure, and Don is going to be wary of that coming into each and every braking zone, because he knows that Liam is thinking about it every time they come towards the end of a straight, and at some point he's surely just going to say, you know what, to hell with it. He's just going to throw caution into the wind. He's going to throw one up the inside. And Don is going to know it's coming, but he's not going to know when it's coming. So the unpredictability for Don right now is definitely going to be plaguing on his mind. But it looks like Liam's dropped off a little bit coming through this section of the track. He just pulled out a second, so
yeah.
Liam looks like he's maybe struggling in that turbulent air, possibly, which Project Cars 2 does a great job of recreating the effect that you have. It actually does. It really does.
Oh no, it does. No, it is. I've not seen it as good as F1 yet. F1 seems to be terrible for it. You're following close to another car and then you turn a corner and all of a sudden your braking goes dead light, your front end goes dead light. But no, it's a fantastic job from Project Cars of getting that bang on. Oh, Daniel Francis off. I was looking at the timing screen, seeing him catch Kieran Argent. He's had a mistake coming through the final couple of corners then, and that's going to cost him badly then. We're on the lap for the pit windows. The guys who haven't pitted yet can now pit from lap 6 onwards. But Daniel Francis was just gaining on Argent in that Mercedes. And it's just off that ground. I was going to say that Don and at the minute Daniel having a good night of it so far in the Acura, and Liam's looking again, but can't get it done.
In that section of the track, he's always so close, but
he just seems to run out of straight, doesn't he? Just seems to run out of straight.
Yeah, and for some reason, Liam really struggles through this section of the track. Yeah. We see Don Productions every time we come round to the start-finish straight has got a little bit of a buffer. So Liam is closing in down the start straight, closing in the first sector through that chicane bit, and then for some reason, Don just gets the better at this part of the lap. Liam needs to stay close and stay within striking distance.
Don's wide.
Like
Don's very wide.
Liam's going to seize on that. He's up into P2 there. Great stuff from Liam. Didn't need a second invitation, but is Don going to try and get a run here coming out down the pit straight? He's going to slot into that slipstream here as they come out of the last turn. Out onto the start straight now, in very wide there from Don. can't keep it on the racing line here. I think Liam is going to have that one done. He should be okay coming into turn 1, unless Dom gets an absolutely colossal run coming here towards turn 1. But I think Liam's got that one done, and he's up into second place there. He was patient. He's been working away at Dom for the last few laps, and it's really paid off for him now, as Liam's up into second place, 5 seconds behind leader Rabbit Joe.
He saw Dom make the mistake, and like you said, Andy, patience was the key for Liam there, and he's really done well at getting that car up the inside. And Don has just touched the outside curb, and it's kind of kept him on the grass a little bit. NJ back into the pits. That's Smoky Devil, who's had a bit of a spin in the background, a lap down in P10. Monkey Boy now will set his sights on that Acura of Don Productions, who's just started to make a few mistakes. Now then, Liam Gamer, how quick are you today? How quick can you reel in your teammate and try and gain them extra few seconds, if not positions? In terms of great points for these two, by the way, in the Constructors' Championship at the moment. What a drive. Need to put in some pro laps, says Nicky, and that Bozzy Boy definitely does if he wants to catch his teammate.
My heart's just sank because I've just got a notification saying my dual shock battery is low, so I'm really enjoying this, man. I don't want to leave. Oh, right, so at any moment now, guys, I'm really sorry, Matt. I really want to stay, mate. I really do.
We could be losing Andy for the first race, which
I thought it would last at least for race 1, but apparently not. So for those of you who don't know, I've lost my micro USB. I got a new one coming tomorrow, but yeah, as soon as this goes, that's game over for me tonight. But Rabbit Joe leading this race.
Turn the wheel on. The wheel will still work. Turn the wheel on.
Yeah, but I can't plug my headphones in.
Oh no! Have you got the app on your phone?
What's that?
The PlayStation app. If you download the PlayStation app on your phone, you can talk through the parties on the app on the phone. You need to get yourself the PlayStation app on your phone, and then we'll be able to talk on that. Spun out, not drove into traffic. Yep, NJ saying that he span out. That seems to be the case at the moment. So looking at the 2 lap times, Rabbit Joe and that Bozzy Boy within 0.2 of a second here. Within 1/10 of a second slower. Last lap was Rabbit Joe. It was that Bozzy Boy to Rabbit Joe. Although he's gained quite a few tenths this lap. He's gained about half a second on Joe this lap. So has Joe just made a mistake somewhere? Holty in the pits once again. Not where we want to be seeing Holty. Rabbit Joe then currently in P1, lap 8 for him. When is he going to pit? He's coming up to lap Dean Wasaki. Just a bit of a stat for Dean Wasaki here. Since going on the wheel, he's finished 10th or better every race. So Dean has really, really done bits on that wheel. He's learning it every time. So congrats to Dean. Hats off to him. But has been a top 10 finisher, and he's 9th at the moment. So great kudos to Dean at the moment for doing a stellar job. And again, Liam has lost half a second in that final sector to Rabbit Joe. So he's gaining in the first couple of sectors. That last sector just seems to be holding him up. Looking at the lap times they crossed the line, Liam actually 0.2 quicker that lap. So just plugging away at the lead. Monkey Boy still not yet got on the back of Don Productions, who he's still trying to hunt down Liam Gamer. Monkey Boy actually slower than Rabbit Joe and that Bozzy Boy last lap. Holty coming out the pits. Excuse me.
Kieran Arden's got pressure here from Daniel Francis. Has he just got ahead of him now? I'm not sure. No, Daniel was 4 seconds quicker on the previous lap.
Yeah, Daniel was well behind him after making a mistake earlier. And I was saying that Daniel was catching Kieran, and Kieran struggling here at the moment then, as Daniel is starting to gain all over the back of him. Can that Acura use its better braking than the Mercedes into turn 1? Not the best on a straight line, so I don't think he's going to catch him here, but look at it on the brakes, and you see him sort of close that gap. Look at it. Kieran a bit deep into the corner, and Daniel really having a look. Oh, there's a Lamborghini staying out the way. That was Smithy, who was round. Got to get to lap 15 here to score points, says everybody. And Daniel Francis then, in the corners, really showing that this Acura can do bits tonight.
Yeah, he is, and it's suffering on the straight. That big long start-finish straight, but then in the middle section of the track, that Acura is going to be coming into its own. But his thing is, though, it's so difficult for Daniel to get an opportunity to be close enough, because down the straights, he's losing probably about 5, maybe even 10 miles an hour to the Mercedes. So it's so difficult to be in striking distance. He really needs to put Argent under pressure and try and force Kieran into a mistake. But is that going to be possible with Kieran Argent? We'll have to wait and see. But right now, Kieran Argent is holding his own, and we see these two lapping very similarly to each other. Last time around, both matching each other. 6,000 separating the two on the previous lap, so there's not much to separate these two in terms of outright pace at this stage.
No, in terms of outright pace, not a lot to separate them. Don must have had a mistake. He's dropped down to P5. Was running P3, so the teammate of Daniel Francis now down in P5. Lost out to Monkey Boy and Stealth Sloth somewhere. So what happened to Don Productions? A 141 last lap, so a very, very poor lap from Don. Maybe a mistake or two across that lap has cost him a few more places. He's well in front of this battle at the moment, but as you can see, Daniel Francis just not close enough down the straight. It's really through the corners, but he's got to be close enough to pressure Kieran into a mistake. That Mercedes looks very twitchy of Kieran here, and Daniel all over the back of him, nice and smooth in the Acura early doors, midway through this race as well. Don't forget, Daniel lap 1, very wide after a tap with NJ after trying to avoid all the carnage, well off into the gravel, doing well to be up into P7 at the moment. And good points for the Acura here, 5th and 7th, best points we've seen for them two across the board this season. Actually, I say that, they got a 5th and a 6th at Long Beach Race 2 last week, so if Daniel gets past, this will match their best result of the season. Looking at other times on the track, not a lot. The timing screen, I think, is glitched. Oh, there's the mistake! There's the mistake! Kieran's gone, he's round, coming onto the back part of the circuit towards the final couple of corners. Kieran loses the rear of that Mercedes-Benz, and Daniel Francis doesn't need an invite to get past him. Don's back up into 4th, his teammate. So 4th and 6th for the two Acuras at the moment. Daniel Francis doing the business so far. Rabbit Joe has increased his gap to Liam Gamer over the last couple of laps as well. Oh, where's Daniel Francis gone? It sounds like he's coming in the pits. Camera pans out, we can't see no Acura. He is in the pits, so Daniel Francis gets past and now jumps into the pit lane at the end of lap 10. He's coming in for his mandatory pit stop here then, and Argent will get that place back. But how much did that spin cost him when he has to pit?
There we go. I'm just clicking on the party now. I should be able to join on my phone.
Yep,
Sorry.
Brilliant. No, brilliant. No, that's fine. Rabbit Joe then leading this race by 6 seconds at the moment. Monkey Boy a further 6 seconds back to that Bozzy Boy. Although Liam's time's tumbling down to Rabbit Joe. Has Rabbit Joe had a mistake here? Because that time is really coming down. Now it's starting to go back up, so I'm not sure what happened with Joe there, but the time come down, and yeah, Liam started to gain in rapidly then. Don starting to pull away from Stealth Sloth. Argent now free track in front and behind. He's got time to pump some laps in. When does he think of pitting? Dan still in the pits. This is how long the pit lane is. He's out now. Dean Wasaki P8. We've lost Andy momentarily. Hopefully we can get him back in the party on his phone and able to control the cameras with the wheel tonight, hopefully. So at the minute, apologies that we can't bring you pictures of Argent at the moment. We do have Andy back. And Argent then, he's diving into the pits the lap after Daniel Francis, excuse me. So Argent pitting then, no one else yet pitting out the leaders, and Rabbit Joe's just pulled a bit more of a gap over that Bozzy Boy so far, but Argent in such a long pit lane here that anything can happen so far. Oh, in, out, job done. What a stop that was from Kieran Argent. So a little bit of work done, a little bit of treatment to the car. Now the interesting thing to see is Cam should fly past any moment. Where is Daniel? Yep, we've got you, Andy. Bit quiet, but we've got you. Yeah, no, I think it's just a bit quiet because of the phone, mate, to be fair. But we've got you. No, same thing, mate. No, same thing. I think it's just the phone. Cam also into the pits. End of lap 11 so far then. And where is Daniel Francis? Kieran's still in the pit lane. The cameraman's falling asleep as he's tilting the camera to one side instead of following Argent out the pits here. So I'm not sure what the cameraman's doing. As there we go. Argent out. Oh, and he's managed to jump Daniel Francis. So a great in-lap from Kieran Argent then has helped him jump Daniel Francis here. Yeah, we've not got Andy. Yeah, I can hear Andy, I'm sure. I don't know if it's just because he's quiet. Daniel Francis in the background, side by side with Kieran Argent here. This could be interesting. Jamie's just said yes to when I said, can you hear him now? So I assume they can hear you now. This is the problem with going on the mobile phone, but it still is there for it to work so far. We're looking at, where are we? Rabbit Joe, 7.2 in front of his teammate, that Bozzy Boy, and doing a good job. That Bozzy Boy has just put a lap over Daniel Francis and Kieran Argent. Then Monkey Boy pitting at the end of lap 13. He's coming for his mandatory pit stop then. So interesting to see. Andy's not speaking at the minute, Nicky. That's why we can't hear Andy so far. But at the minute, it's Rabbit Joe P1, that Bozzy Boy P2, Monkey Boy P3 with Don in 4th, Stealth Sloth 5th, Argent 6th, Dan 7th. Got a little battle between them two. Smoky Devils in 8th with Cam 9th, Dean down in P10 with DJ Phil 11th, NJ 12th, Halty 13th, and Smithy down in 14th. Oh, I thought you meant someone else. I can't hear him still, so no, we still can't. He can't put his controller on charge key because the charger isn't working. He's got a new one coming tomorrow. So we don't have him here. Oh, Rabbit Joe just a bit slow through there. Stealth Sloth as well as came into the pits at the end of lap 13. So that's another boy in the pit. Another man ready to do his pit stop then. And I've just had confirmation from Alfie that he's not going to make it this evening. So he's not going to be here. Missing out, unfortunately, for Alfie. But that Bozzy Boy then, P2 at the moment, as his teammate is in the pits at the end of lap 14. So his teammate pits, Liam will take the lead. Now this is where Liam will need a good couple of outlaps. We know Liam loves a good splash and dash. Daniel Francis in the background has got past Kieran. Let's see if that Mercedes in a straight line, as we can see on board Liam. Look, let's see that Merc try and charge back at the Acura here. Oh, the wheel switched off on Dean. Oh, heartbreak for him. Where's he gone? He's retired from the race. He's not got to lap 15, which means he won't score a point here. The wheel switched off on him. That's terrible news for him. Mechanical failure for Joe in the pits. He's just put on the stream. So it's a mechanical failure for Rabbit Joe. And what heartbreak for him. He's been stripped of his first win, has he here? Has Liam Gamer now got enough in the tank to keep this win off of Rabbit Joe? Mechanical failure, long trundling pit exit for him. Monkey Boy could be on the back of him sooner rather than later, and all that work he's done in this race is now down the drain. There is Monkey Boy. Can he get past him? Has Joe lost a P1? Not just a P1 but a P2 as well. Absolute scenes here at Indy Road Course, the Brickyard. Rabbit Joe losing out to Monkey Boy, and Monkey Boy, don't forget, has pitted in this race. There's Stealth Sloth in the background. Joey's now away, so Stealth Sloth won't get near Joe. But what a shame for Rabbit Joe here then. I don't know what to say. Poor Rabbit Joe. That Bozzy Boy now in the driver's seat, provided no problems in the pits. That Bozzy Boy really has got the driver's seat in the win in his hand and could take his second win of the season. Don still to pit at the moment as well. Monkey Boy then 38 seconds off the lead, so we'll have to see what happens when that Bozzy Boy does pit. But Joe here, what heartbreak for him. Daniel Francis has pulled a gap to Kieran Argent. That gap's over 3 seconds on my timing screen, so good fight there, good drive there from Daniel Francis at this moment in time. Liam to pit. Dean is in the pits. He's retired from the race. Don needs to pit. Daniel has pitted, and that is it. So just Liam and Don to pit, the front two. But what is going to happen here? Absolute scenes though at Indy Road Course. And there is Don, there's Monkey Boy. Ada Bennett for Stealth Sloth. It made him drive through even though he didn't have a penalty. Does that count as a pit stop, or will he need to pit again? Right, so the game's glitched out. Okay, so Stealth Sloth has pitted. The race will finish on lap 19. We'll have to do a count back. He glitched out then like last week when it made Monkey Boy do a drive through and then disqualified him. This will be because Aidan Bennett's disconnected from the session. So we'll have to do a count back here to lap 19. DJ Phil in the pits once again. So Stealth Sloth here then. Currently P5 on a count back of lap 19. That will be when the results are taken. As that Bozzy Boy has came into the pits lap 16 here. The end of lap 16. So what can that Bozzy boy do? So the game 2 weeks in a row is glitched and caused pit problems and made drivers do a drive-through, and this will inevitably disconnect Stealth Sloth on the final lap of this race. That Bozzy boy in and out. DJ Phil is out as well. But where is Don? Don's not even flying past at the moment. Here he comes now. You can just hear the Acora. There's Don. There's Smoky Devil unlapping himself. Oh, we've lost another driver. We've lost NJ. So did NJ get to lap 15? We'll have to wait and see, but he's retired from this race. We'll have to wait to see if NJ got to lap 15. And Liam Gamer is going to come out P2. Rabbit Joe has got past Monkey Boy. So what has happened to Monkey Boy here then? But Liam Gamer comes out the pits now. And Rabbit Joe, I don't think he's anywhere in sight. Now, I can't see him come the exit of turn 1. So Liam Gamer has a good 11-second gap back to his teammate. We've lost Andy from the party. Hopefully we can get him back in the commentary box as well as on the cameras. But yeah, if not, we'll have to get Big Boy Brazier in for race 2 and try and get Andy in with no Alfie. We'll try and get Andy in on the track instead. As Andy joins back into the party now.
It's on very low charge. I'll probably have to. I'll finish this one.
Right. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to actually broadcast your voice on the PlayStation.
Oh, through the phone.
If anybody knows if there's a way that you can broadcast your voice in PlayStation Party on the phone, then let us know. But I don't
Please
think there's.
do.
But,
so, I don't know if you got the end of that, Andy. We're going to have to do a count back to lap 19 as the game's glitched out with Aiden disconnecting due to Wi-Fi problems. It's glitched the pits out, so Stealth Sloth's doing drive-thrus, which will ultimately disconnect him for not doing his mandatory pit stop, as it's not letting him do the pit stop.
Yeah, so it's just forcing him to drive straight through.
Yeah.
So I've seen that one before. That's
it's a count back. Going to have to be a count back. Yeah, definitely a frustrating one. We'll have to do a count back to lap 19. But also, Andy, Rabbit Joe, mechanical failure in the pits has really cost him this race win. He's now 11 seconds behind his teammate after they've both stopped. Don yet to do his pit stop. And really, that Bozzy boy now, Liam Gamer, in the driver's seat for the race win.
Yeah, Liam looking absolutely brilliant. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing. Keep his head together. So he's got 10 seconds back to Rabbit Joe. So he's in the box seat. Monkey Boy 12 seconds off of Liam right now. So Don Productions obviously needs to come in this time more than the next one. It'd be brilliant to see Liam on the top step. It's been a long time coming for Liam. He's had a number of podium finishes here in this Pro-Am series. So it'd be really great to see him.
Took his first race win, the second race at Kota. But then it's sort of not been on the podium as much as the first half of the year, this back half of the season. Just kind of hasn't been as with it for this second part of the season. So can he get his second win?
Yeah, since then it's been a little bit miss for him.
And we commentated on him last year, Andy. Sorry, we commentated on him last year, coming into it brand new on the pad. Him and Joe both together have both really developed nicely over these 2 seasons.
It's one thing, yeah. Obviously, driving on a wheel means that you have more precision. It's you can have a lot more say in what the car does, but it's also a lot of getting used to when you've played the game on a controller for so long. And you get used to driving a certain way. It's like it's playing a different game, really. You go from playing a game to actually feel like you're driving a proper car. So it is a huge sort of a step to overcome. But yeah, Liam's done absolutely brilliantly, as has Joe, and it looks like Liam looking very good for this win here at Indy Road Course. If he can keep doing what he's doing. Don Productions still needs to come in, as we said. But yeah. You can't really be overemphasised how much of a big step it is, especially when you're used to driving on the controller, when you're used to flicking the analog stick from left to right, and all of a sudden you've got this wheel that won't stop moving around. You know, if you let go of it for a split second, then it suddenly will lurch from side to side, and your car will be in the wall. So
yeah,
it's definitely something you've got to have your concentration absolutely on your A game if you want to be able to drive on a proper racing wheel that's got force feedback like the G29 or the Thrustmasters or Fanatec, even if you're very, very rich. But I don't have the sort of funds to fund anything like that.
Do you know what's the funny thing about the Fanatec? Mazda's just got a Nintendo Switch, comes home from work yesterday, his partner wants a Nintendo Switch, so he says, I'll tell you what, Matt, I'll have to make a deal with her. I says, what's that, mate? He says, if she lets me upgrade my Fanatec, she can have a Nintendo Switch.
That sounds like a fair deal to me.
Oh, yeah, straight swap. I've told him I'll have his old one.
Yes, fair dues.
Lap 19, Don comes into the pits then on this penultimate lap.
So this is it then, isn't it? This is it.
This is it. So Liam will effectively win the race.
He's won the race.
Yep, so Liam's effectively won the race P1. Joe looks like he should take P2, hopefully. Or will Don get that?
Don's going to get lucky here. He's going to finish the race in the pit lane. He will gain positions because of it. Well, he might not actually.
Well, let's see if Stealth Sloth will.
Monkey Boy comes around to complete the podium.
Yes, let's see if Stealth Sloth does get disconnected here. Disqualified, sorry, here. He should cross the line and it should ultimately...
Probably will. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there you go. He's just disqualified him. So Stealth Sloth P5 then in this one. And then
so some of you will be aware that Project Cars 2 glitch. Sometimes when you come in to make your mandatory pit stop, the game does actually force you to do a drive-through and doesn't let you stop in the box, and that's what was plaguing Stealth Sloth a few moments ago. So
it did it last week to Monkey Boy as well.
P6.
Did it last week to Monkey Boy, so yeah, shame.
He's doing it recently. Kieran Argent comes over to take a P7. Smokey Devil coming into the last sort of couple of corners now. It's going to be an 8th place for Smokey Devil after a promising start. Was picking them all off in the opening couple of laps, but since then it's kind of dropped off a little bit for this man. It's going to be 8th place for Smokey Devil. Cam is just coming through the middle section of this lap now. He's going to come around in 9th place here. Good, decent result for Cam. Couple of points in the championship for him. Holty will pick up a solitary championship point despite having a turbulent race pretty much from the start. I'm sure he'll be looking to bounce back in race 2, Matt. We know he's got the pace.
Yeah, we know he's definitely got the pace. So we're going back to lap 19. I don't know what's happened to Liam Gamer on this last lap, but the race is done obviously on lap 19. So DJ Phil will get P11. Smithy will get P10. He's run out of fuel.
Imagine if Liam ran out of fuel, right? Oh my God, he did. You know what? Liam is so lucky. Liam is so lucky.
So Don then will take a P4. Rabbit Joe's going to come home to take a P2 with Liam
probably doesn't even know
taking the ultimate win. Yeah, he's probably absolutely gutted.
Lucky.
Monkey Boy will take a 3rd. Smithy will get 12th. The answer is, did NJ score get to lap 15? So effectively, Rabbit Joe's won on the road, but he hasn't won. We go to a count back to lap 19 where Liam Gamer crossed the line P1.
Liam wins the Simplay lottery tonight.
Oh, I tell you what, be putting the Euro Millions on tomorrow. And this is 2 weeks in a row because
I'm having them.
It did this to Monkey Boy last week at Long Beach. That's 2 weeks in a row we've had pit problems with Wi-Fi disconnections. Project Cars, come on. You're not making us buy Project Cars 3, honestly.
Well, Project Cars 4 coming out after this. Apparently it's going to be a lot more like Project Cars 1 and 2. But
yes, get in. It's not about Project Cars 4. Next year's is about the touring car game. That's where we're at next year. Ooh.
Oh, maybe we'll have moving touring car.
Sutty's just commented. Liam said his fuel glitched in the pits. He had 43 litres at the start. That definitely shouldn't have. So this server has been glitched badly.
43 litres at the start. That's 2.5 litres. That makes sense. That's more or less all right, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think I'd have said that's a bit more than what he'd need.
Yeah. But anyway,
either way, fastest lap. Yeah, count back and fastest lap. Is that Rabbit Joe's? No, 26.8. Holty 26.8. NJ didn't get to 15 laps, so he retired 2 laps too short. Holty will pick up an extra point for fastest lap. We're going to be right back after a short break, ladies and gentlemen. We won't be with Andy. We'll have Jamie Brazier in the commentary box because Andy's pad problems.
They're saying Lucky Boy Liam.
Lucky Boy Liam, that's after Lucky Boy Brazier. Andy, we're not going to see you tomorrow night. We might see you next week, hopefully, for the fun event. If not, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. And best of luck in that one when we next see you.
If you need help in the box for next week, then give me a shout. I'm more than happy to come along. It'd be a bit of a stretch. 2 hour 40 minutes, so I'm more than happy to give you some company.
Brilliant, thanks for that one, Andy. We'll see you all in the next race. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button on this video. 21 people watching, 11 likes. We're going to take a very quick break and we'll be right back. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for race 2 of this Pro-Am series.
to the night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see. When your stars are burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
I just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I am strong. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle.
I'm gonna turn on this car.
Watch me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? I criticized myself for trusting lies. I know I can't hide, 'cause then I'd be alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I'm enough. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle.
I'm gonna turn on this car.
Watch me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love?
Play a slow song. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. to me like I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna 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 turn it up I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. Give it to me like, give it to me like, give it to me like.
Welcome back then, ladies and... Oh, I've still got it on mute. Welcome back then, ladies and gentlemen, to Simplay Motorsport for race 2 of the Pro-Am session tonight, round 16 of the season, and I've got the top 3 in the commentary box, as well as Jamie Brazy. We'll get to Jamie in a moment. We'll start with third place man Monkey Boy. And Monkey Boy, that was a hectic first lap for yourself, and a race that you couldn't come back to these two Porsches.
No, yeah, that was a bit crazy. I thought it was going to be crazy into turn 1, but sort of got around there, and yeah. Third corner, I think I was facing backwards, and like,
yeah.
Okay, please don't hit me. But yeah, managed to come out of it, and yeah, the car just felt very slidey after that, so I got no confidence in it.
Did you do all you could to keep that P4? Obviously, Dom was well in front. He made a mistake to allow you to get past. Was the Porsches ever in sight at the end?
Well, I managed to jump Joe in the pits because he must have had a problem or something. But I outbraked myself and went off, and I've never looked back since. Really, no way I was going to catch him because I got no confidence in the car.
Oh dear. So what's the plan going forward for race 2 then, mate?
Hopefully stay out of trouble and see how we get on. Make a few little tweaks and something.
See what you can do in between the 2 sessions.
Yeah. No, that's it. But no, fair play to them too. They was on it tonight.
Yep. Well, best luck for race 2, buddy. We'll hopefully you have a better race for race 2, bud.
Thank you.
We're joined by Rabbit Joe, and how heartbreaking for Rabbit Joe was P1 all the time until a mechanical failure in the pits dropped him down to P2 in the end. And Joe, your first win snatched away from you again.
Yeah, the mechanical failure in the pit stops just really. My head just dropped when it happened. I was really happy to theoretically finish 10 seconds behind Liam, even though when I saw that it spun out, I thought it spun out. It turns out there was a fuel glitch. I thought, yes, I'm going to get first, even though it's not going to count.
Yeah.
And then fair play to Liam getting that first, because we're dropping back to 19, aren't we?
Yeah, we're obviously going back to lap 19 due to Stove Sloth, Aidan Bennett being disconnected from the lobby, causing the server to glitch. Plans for race 2 then? You start towards the back of the pack, just looking at where you are. Actually, you and Liam should start mid-pack, to be fair. So what's your plans for race 2?
Do my best, make the best out of the tyre choice I've chosen. I don't want to give my strategy away to the people that are watching, and hopefully grab the race win if I can. Maybe podium, as I know Holt is a great driver and he's going to be starting up front at the top most likely.
Well, best luck for race 2, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh, we've lost Cam from the session. Hopefully we can get Cam back in before the end of the evening. We're joined by the race winner, and Liam, 2 race wins this season now. You're starting to get a habit of race winning, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm hoping for more to come. Yeah, I'm just hoping for more to come, and I feel very quick around here for starters. I also had some hope when I was in race, keep me calm, tell me how to do stuff, you know?
Just one sec. Yeah, so P1, happy with that. What's your plans for race 2 going forward?
If possible, another podium, but I'll be happy at top pack if possible.
You're starting mid-pack on the field, it looks like. Obviously Cam's now disconnected, so that's one less car you've got to overtake. All go for race 2, all happy with it, all looking forward to the race?
I am looking forward to it. All go, feel extremely confident, especially after last race.
Well, best luck, mate. We'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
We're joined in the commentary box by Jamie Brazier. And Jamie, just reading the chat here, there seems to be a lot of confusion. Daniel Francis, Smithy, Ariel, NJ seem to have a lot of confusion at the moment with what happened. So the server glitched. Aidan Bennett glitched the server, and due to that, Stealthsoft was not able to pit, the exact same as last week with Michael Matthews with Monkey Boy in race 1, where he was not able to pit due to Kieran getting disqualified and glitching the server. That then led to Liam's car running out of fuel when he had 5 laps over fuel, or 3 laps over fuel, whatever it was. So server glitches can't be helped, Jamie, and we seem to have a bit of a debate in the chat saying that there's a problem at the moment. You can't help server glitches, can you? It's part and parcel of esports.
There's nothing you can do about server glitches. So they either work in your favour or they don't. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about them. Just you have to suck it up and get on with it.
Yeah, you know, I think Daniel and Don are moaning more because they lost out on Don. Let me just clarify. Don finished that race P4. Daniel took P6, so it's still good points for the Acura. Top 7 can't qualify here, so that's Liam, Rabbit Joe, Monkey Boy, Don, Daniel Francis, Kieran Argent and Stove Sloth cannot qualify. But when the game is disqualifying drivers because their teammate has glitched it out and it's not letting you pit, there's not a lot you can do about it.
No, and say going back a lap's the only fair way to do it, because you can't say to Liam and Stealth Sloth you're out of the race result for something that wasn't in their hands.
It should be. Should that be on the team not communicating with each other, being in the pits at the same time? The thing is, Ariel, if you are listening, the team couldn't do that because he'd been disconnected from the server. So it's not through Aiden being in the pits, it's through them both not being in the server together. We've lost Cam, we've not got Cam back in. 3 minutes he's got to get back in. Daniel Francis, so I had a server glitch, so actually won by 10 minutes. Well, if guys aren't happy, put it in towards the admins is all I can say. Alfie, very good evening guys, sorry I couldn't compete this evening. Yep, shame you're missing out, Alfie, shame you can't be here. If anybody's got any problems, please do message me or any of the admins, and we'll look into it thoroughly. But as it stands at the moment, we did a countback for race 1. Unfortunately, Dan just read your message. We can't get you in. I don't know if Jamie's internet will hold up on share play. And as Holty currently on provisional pole with NJ second at the minute, Smoky Devil third, Aiden fourth, Dean's 5th place at the minute. Not his best time for Dean, so Dean can get some more laps in. DJ Phil currently not setting a qualifying lap. No Cam at the moment. And obviously the top 7, that Buzzy Boy, Rabbit Joe, Dan, Don, Stealth Sloth, Argent and Monkey Boy not qualifying. Smithy as well hasn't yet set a lap time. I wonder if Smithy will get out there to set a quick lap, as the cameraman has glitched out at sorry, I say glitched out, the cameraman's gone to sleep and he's watching the man on the podium here waving the flag.
Yeah, he's gone. Cameraman's gone on holiday.
Yeah, he's having a break. 20 people watching the stream, 15 likes. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. I'm just going to quickly tell you what that last race did to the championship. For Don, it did quite a lot for him, taking double points today, so moving up to 99 points. Good start to his first race. P4, best result of the season. For Kieran Argent as well, he moved up above NJ, with NJ not scoring and Kieran taking his double points as well. He climbed up only with a P7, but still points is double points at the end of the day. Liam Gamer goes above Rabbit Joe by 2 points in that one, and he's only 29 points off the back of Holty now. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, Stealthsoft can now not win the Drivers' Championship. It is just purely between NJ, Argent, Rabbit Joe, Liam Gamer, Holty and Monkey Boy. But for Argent and NJ, they are out of it in race 2 if they don't have the greatest of races. In terms of constructors, Pepsi and AA 3D Printing are now out of that, and Pepsi are only 4 points ahead of AA 3D Printing. So Pepsi, being a driver up tonight, really need to show the upper hand here and get the result that they need here so far. As what has happened to NJ there? He has just bounced all over the place there. Dean Wasaki then, Smithy not choosing to not get a lap in. Daniel Francis saying, I'm only joking, it was only by 5 minutes, not 10. Smoky Devil and NJ in the pits, and they're not going to get another run in. Holty currently on track at the moment, so is DJ Phil, Aidan Bennett and Dean Wasaki. DJ Phil not yet set a lap, so Smithy will start P12 when he could have really started in the top 7 places here. We've not got Cam back, so Cam clearly feeling that he doesn't want to race this second one. And yeah, Jamie, what did you make of race 1, Jamie? If we didn't get to speak to you, what did you make of race 1?
Yeah, so that was a bit of a chaotic opening lap, but other than that, it was quite a clean race afterwards. And yeah, Liam showed how much he's progressed since he's joined by just hunting down Joe relentlessly. I mean, Joe with the pit stop error, that was unfortunate, but I have a feeling that Liam probably would have got him anyway.
Well, DJ Phil puts a time in, only good enough for P6. Dean didn't finish his lap, so it is just between Holty and Aidan Bennett at the moment. Aidan Bennett is done, so we are just awaiting Holty then, who's got P1 already. That one is in the bag, and that will make that his 3rd pole position of the season, to go with his 3 fastest laps he's already had this season as well. The most fastest laps on the calendar so far this season by a driver in the Pro-Am series. Who's your money on for this race?
I'd have to say Holty, because I mean he's near enough a second quicker than Smoky Devil in second, and that McLaren looks planted around here. So yeah, with the some of the faster guys starting near the back, it gives a great opportunity for Holty to disappear up the road, and by about lap 3 he'll be in a different state.
Yeah, I'm going to give NJ a shout for the race win in this one. We've not seen the best of NJ recently, and hopefully he can get that Lamborghini from P3 up the sharp end, as Holty went even quicker there. So that's the end of qualifying 2 then. Holty on pole with Smoky Devil second, NJ third, Aiden fourth, Dean fifth, DJ Phil sixth place. That Bozzy Boy should have been eighth with Smithy not qualifying though. He starts P7 with Rabbit Joe in eighth. Daniel Francis will start ninth with Don in 10th. It's kind of put all the teammates together here until you get Stealth Sloth P11. He'll be alongside Argent in the Forever Forward Mercedes. And you get Smithy, didn't choose to qualify for this one, in P13 with Monkey Boy P14. Losing Cam in between the two race sessions. 17 people watching, 16 likes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and let's get this video to 20 likes before the end of the night if possible. But yeah, let's wait to see what is going to happen into turn one here. Jamie, what are we predicting this time? Maybe a bit cleaner?
Yeah, hopefully it's a bit cleaner than race one. So hopefully there's a good few clean overtakes on the first lap, but yeah, just hopefully it stays all clean.
That's what we're wanting. Obviously, a few driving standards questions was raised about the Pro-Am last week at Long Beach, and it didn't look great, did it, this second time around here at Indianapolis? That one seems to be quite chaotic in the Pro-Am series here. It just needs to all calm down a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's a 20-lap race. It's not a one-lap race. You don't need to go for a position on lap one. You've got 19 more laps afterwards to go for that position.
Indeed you have then. 25.2 for Holty, not Monkey Boy level, but still a great time. Indeed it is a great time. We are down to 12 viewers. Hopefully we can get some more people back momentarily. 20 lap race. Hopefully no more glitches in this one. Hopefully no server glitches at all in this one for this race then. As we already, be careful turn 1 and turn 3, boys, says Daniel Francis. Indeed, that is the case. Well, lights out. We're green here at Indy for round 16. Look at everybody get a good start here. It didn't look like Holty got off the line very well there then. Where is the Lamborghini Avenger? He's been swamped by Dean Wasaki and Aidan Bennett around the outside, and look at Liam and Joe already looking up into turn 1. We all look through. I think Smithy's had a bit of a spin. Did he get tapped in the background? I'm not too sure. Aidan and Dean though have both jumped NJ off the start, so NJ didn't get the best of starts there and has already lost a few places. Oh, and that's Smithy and DJ Phil round in the background tapping each other there. DJ Phil tapping Smithy round. So Smithy will rejoin and hopefully get that one back going in this race. But Holty gets off the line well. What has happened to NJ? He's gone. He's dropped down to P11. So a mistake for NJ maybe, or a tap, collision, not sure. Don as well has had a problem on the first lap. So not the first lap that Don would have wanted either. So it's not the best to start here for Don and NJ. Already well off the pace, but Holty away well. Lucas Roth happening, boys. Evening Keegs. We know that's you. Kieran then up into P7 where he finished race 1.
Stealth Sloth and Monkey Boy are having a bit of a rough up then through there.
Oh, Kieran! Into the back of that's Liam Gamer. Oh dear, oh hang on. Whoa, Liam lagging there a little bit.
He's stuck on the track, I think.
Liam's lagging massively here. Are we going to see Liam disconnect from this session? Hopefully not. We won't go on board Liam. Oh no, he's back up into he's turned Stealth Sloth around. Liam has just turned Stealth Sloth around, so I'm not sure what's happening there with Liam Gamer, but he's turned Stealth Sloth around there, and that is not what you want to see. But so far Holty from Smoky Devil, who we lost, he's gone. Yep, Liam lagging. We've lost Liam from this race, so he will score no points after his great race win. He'll score nothing in this second race. What a shame for Liam Gamer there then. Lagging like mad, and it just didn't get him in. Argent into the pits at the first lap.
Yeah, so that just kind of stuck Liam in his tracks coming out of that corner. He just didn't, on my screen, he didn't move at all from there.
No, didn't on mine either, and that's obviously cost Kieran. That's given Kieran a lot of damage. He's had to pit.
This gives a huge opportunity though now to Holty, Stealth Sloth and Aidan Bennett, because look at the gap they've got to Rabbit Joe.
Yeah, and what a shame for the Iron Brew Racing B team, Jamie. They both scored well tonight and could have scored more points over Forever Forward, but with one of their drivers missing out here, they're not going to get them points.
Yeah, so that is a massive shame. But so there's more races to come. There's more points to win. That
we know that Liam yet.
We know Liam will come back stronger after the 1 week break.
Indeed we do. Join us next week for the 2.4 hours. My mum's stupid internet, said Liam. What has happened to Dean? That's what's happened to Dean. He's had a big spin then, but he's got that big a gap back to Smithy. Down in P10 is Dean Wasaki. Hopefully Dean can score points in this one. Not yet scored a point so far today. but Halty away. Smoky Devil staying with him. So is Aidan Bennett, and look in the background, Rabbit Joe, Monkey Boy, Daniel Francis up into P6. So a good start for him, and NJ and Don, after a poor opening lap, currently run P7 and 8, Jamie.
Yeah, so from what looked like a bad opening laps, actually turned out pretty well, because they're in the top 10 and not too far off getting up some more places.
Oh, what's happened to Aidan Bennett? It looks like he's made a mistake as he's dropped well off the back of Smoky Devil, and he's now closer to Rabbit Joe than anything else. Rabbit Joe had the race win snatched away from him in race 1. Liam Gamer, though, has had points snatched away from him in race 2 due to poor internet. Hopefully that doesn't glitch Rabbit Joe out. I don't think it will, because he hadn't pitted. Aidan had lagged in the pits, which was the problem. There's Aidan then, P3 at the moment. He's got to get a Lamborghini back going. Aidan not been on the podium yet. Oh no, he has. Sorry, tell a lie. Round 1 at Daytona. Round 5 of the season at Daytona was on the podium. Can he get back on the podium at another oval circuit, the Indianapolis track? Obviously the road course, not the oval tonight. Smoky Devil within a second of Halty at the minute, so he's going good guns. DJ Phil is in the pits at the end of lap 2, so he is in the pits again. Yeah, Argent's got past him. Argent nearly a lap down.
Yeah, it just shows how long this pit lane is. If it's around here, it's worse if you get massive damage just because of the length of the pit lane. That you can go near enough a whole lap down just from having to pit.
Yeah, you really can. Rabbit Joe gaining on the back of Aidan Bennett. You see Monkey Boy with him as well. Don Productions there in the background. You see NJ and Stealth Sloth and Don Productions, Daniel Francis as well. So you see a lot of the drivers in the background trying to make ground on the front pack. Smoky Devil and Halty have checked out a bit here. Was that a tap up the rear? Aidan's lost the rear, and he's tapped the front of Rabbit Joe. Keep it there, Aidan. Don't rejoin yet. He's gone the opposite way. Takes a bit of the long way around. There's NJ going to get past him. Is Don. Yeah, look how much time Aidan Bennett's losing. He's now going to lose out to his teammate on the grass all the way down to P9. Dean's a bit too far back to get him. But Rabbit Joe, what damage does that Porsche have now? If any. Monkey Boy said he wasn't happy with the car in race 1. Can he get that car back up to the standards in race 2 that he'd like to be able to keep on the back of him? Don Productions now up to 7th, NJ up to 6th, Danny's P5 now. So all going well. The Acura looks strong tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, it does look strong, because it's a bit. This track has some long straights, and then it also has a twisty section.
Oh, Joe.
Joe's just I think he was letting Monkey Boy through.
Well, he's let Monkey Boy through. He's now got Daniel Francis to worry about on the back of the car, and he's lost the rear. Oh, and Daniel Francis narrowly avoids him. Maybe just makes a bit of contact, but maybe more damage for Rabbit Joe, and that is not what he wants. He's got to rejoin carefully here, because Don's coming past him. Stealth Sloth is going to come past him now, and look who's behind him now. It's Aidan Bennett. Dean Wisocki could be in for a place or two, but Rabbit Joe. Oh, Aidan's lost it in the background. Aidan's round to Dean Wisocki, P9. Keep your head down, Dean. P10 here for you. 2 wins in your first season on the wheel, Liam. Brilliant. Patience is paying off, says Sutty in the chat. Gutted for Liam, you'll get your break, says Peaceful Explosion. But Don Productions now up into P6. NJ, P5. So they've had a bad first lap, but they're right back on the pace now.
Yeah, so just being consistent and it's working well for them.
It really is. The Acura looking mighty tonight. What can NJ do in terms of catching Daniel Francis? Monkey Boy P3, 8 seconds behind Halty. He's got a job to do today. But Daniel, in that Acura, if that Mercedes still doesn't feel right, as you see Liam in the background, very, very wide there. Wow, he's very wide.
Joe.
Yeah, sorry, Joe in the background, very wide. He's definitely got some damage on that car.
Yeah, so pit window's now open, so if I was Joe, I'd get in now, repair the damage, and then just smash in those consistent laps, because you never know where you're going to end up.
Indeed, you don't know where you're going to end up at all. It's Don then, P6 at the moment. Daniel Francis, P4. So basically the same results as last time, but the opposite way around. P4 for Daniel at the minute, P6 for Don Productions. But Daniel Francis has NJ really trying to gain on him here. A bit of a flash there for NJ. Come on, mate, I'm behind you. I'm catching, just letting him know he's there. Oh,
Dan ran a bit wide there.
Dan ran very wide, and look who's in the pits. Rabbit Joe in to get that damage repaired to the end of lap 5. Rabbit Joe's in, so the pit window's in this lap, is open this lap, but Joe's decided to pit early here. Smithy still in front of Argent and DJ Phil. Joe's now down to P10. Dean and Aiden up to 8th and 9th respectively.
Lamborghini will get the Acura here. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get him. Oh, Daniel Francis comes to cover him off. NJ had a look and Daniel covers him off, but has he just run a bit too deep there coming through the section? No, he has. Look at NJ around the outside and Daniel tries to cover him off. Great racing between them two so far. NJ attacking. He's going to try go underneath. Has he got the run? Has the Lamborghini got the legs? Daniel just keeping in front, just managing.
On the outside.
He's going to cover off his line here. He's done well to cover off the line. NJ now having a look at the inside, and Daniel can't cover that one off. Bit of a tight corner, and Daniel's outbraked himself. And NJ, the corner with the angle was too tight, and Daniel's outbraked himself there. And NJ up into P4 and heads down, sights on catching that Mercedes-Benz. And is Daniel Francis coming in the pits? Yes, he is. To the end of lap 6 for Daniel Francis into the pits for him.
Joe's come out in front of Kieran, so that's good for Joe.
Yeah, he's just got past Smithy as well.
Yeah, so he's in front of Argent, so that's one tricky person to pass.
Oh, Daniel Francis just put in the chat saying damaged. So what damage does Daniel have there then? But either way, Monkey Boy we're on screen with now. What can he do here?
Kieran's just got past Smithy.
So Kieran then up another place into P11. Double points for this man tonight. And he said he's been tempted all season, Jamie, to take them. He was going to take them at Algarve, then it was wet and he didn't want to take them there. And has that just been the curse of, you know, where you try and take something, then you think, nah, I best not do it there, and then it's never good enough for the rest of the season. That's Kieran's look at the moment.
Yeah, same. You think, oh, I know I can do better at this track. When it comes to that track, you then, or as it's getting later into the season, you think, I've got to take him, I've got to take him, I've got to take him. I've got less rounds to do them, so that might put a bit of pressure on Kieran.
So the guys who haven't yet taken their double points, Smokey Devil, Dean Wasaki, DJ Phil and Cam will all be forced, and Aidan Bennett, but Aidan Bennett has already confirmed his for next week, for Imola in 2 weeks time. So who's that? That's Aidan Bennett and Dean Wasaki. Dean making a move on Aidan.
Yeah, that was a bit of a Dean dive there.
Oh, the Dean dive. He's got it out of shape coming through the corner, and he's fully round now. What a shame, because he tried to do the Dean dive. Bit of a manoeuvre there. Learning the wheel as well, Jamie, so starting to feel a bit more confident that he can overtake a bit more, but just didn't go his way in the end.
Yeah, so with an overtake like that shows he's got quite a bit more confidence than, say, when he started, because that's a move you'd see someone like Sati do.
Yeah, and Aidan did leave the door. I've just watched it back on the stream. Aidan definitely left the door open there, and Dean did well to get up the inside. Just a shame he couldn't get it stopped in time. Then seemed a bit timid. Then when he floored it, he just touched the curb, and that unsettled the rear of the car. But Holty leads this race. Smokey Devil still not dropped off the back of him properly yet. 2 seconds is that gap. There's Argent in the background, a lap down. Monkey Boy's P3, not really gaining on these two. NJ's P4, Don's in 5th. Stealth Sloth P6, Hayden 7th, then Dean in 8th place, obviously in front of Dan, as Dan has got work to do after his pit stop. Who's left to come in? So Monkey Boy, Dean, Don, Smokey Devil, Holty, Smithy, NJ, Aiden and Stealth Sloth all still to pit here. Rabbit Joe, where's he? P10, and he's quite away behind Dan.
He's just in front of Holty,
so nearly a lap down.
So he's not. Yeah, near enough a lap down.
Sutty on the pad, Jamie, not the wheel, laughing face. So that's obviously for tomorrow night on the pad. As DJ Phil back in the pits here. So another pit stop for DJ Phil. That's not what Dean will be wanting. Dean will be wanting to make a pit stop, so he needs DJ Phil to be out the pit box sooner rather than later. But at the minute, DJ Phil in the pits. And for Holty here, gapped Smoky Devil a bit this lap. Has he just started to get into a rhythm, and Smoky Devil just started to lose a bit of time here? Because Holty up in P1 is now near enough 3 seconds ahead when he was only just under 2 seconds at the beginning of this lap. So Smoky Devil having a bit of a bad lap, Jamie.
Yeah, but say that Holty's McLaren looks absolutely planted around here. It looks so smooth. That'll encourage Mazda for tomorrow night.
Oh, that will encourage Mazda, who's changed his car yet again, but obviously because he can't win the title, he's not bothered of scoring points because he's staying up taking G spot next year. He's happy to just test the McLaren, but he's been told the McLaren's got to be the car for the rest of the season. DJ Phil out the pit box, so Dean is free to pit this lap if he wanted to. Holty, Smoky, Monkey, NJ, Stealth Sloth. Don's not far behind Stealth Sloth, so starting to gain. Oh no, Stealth Sloth got past Don. Stealth Sloth's got past Don, hasn't he? Yeah, Stealth Sloth was behind Don, so has Don made a mistake somewhere and lost that Stealth Sloth?
I thought DJ Phil had perhaps retired because he was 4 minutes down.
Oh, that's Smithy. Oh, all over the road is Smithy there. Stealth Sloth has to avoid. Catches the pit wall. Smithy now starting to follow in the slipstream of Stealth Sloth. So not sure what happened to Smithy there. As they break into tier 1. And Smithy. Oh, he just taps the back of Stealth Sloth. Late on the brake, Smithy there. Just taps the back of Stealth Sloth. Couldn't get it stopped in time. Stealth Sloth gets going before he loses a place there then. And away he goes now.
He's now got Don all over the back of him as well.
Yeah, and the Acura seems good through this next part of the circuit after this straight, but it's got to be close enough, and he's not yet. I'd say close enough to him to get the best advantage of that Acura. Where's Daniel Francis? He's down P9. He's got Joe gaining on him. There's Joe in the background. These two have pitted, don't forget. The leader's just there coming up to lap them as we're at the halfway stage of this race. Been a bit more of a quiet race than race 1, Jamie, but guys in the chat, get your voting for driver of the day. Let me know who you think driver of the day was across both races together. Who is your driver of the day? And we'll get mine and Jamie's opinion in just a moment, but so far so good. If you're Holty and Smoky Devil well in front of Monkey Boy and NJ and Stealth Sloth and Don, they'll be resuming battle on track as that gap is now as close as ever. It's down to a 10th. So what can Don do as they're coming around the final bend up towards the first corner now, both choosing to stay out on track. Stealth Sloth's gone very defensive very early as he just pulled out of the toe. Don clearly not wanting the toe, comes back across now. It's a very slow DJ Phil in the background. So guys, watch out at the final corner. Yellow flags at the final corner. Smithy into the pits for his pit stop. The end of lap 10. And Don really gaining on. DJ Phil is in a very precarious place here, Jamie. Is he going yet? Yeah, he's away. So he's away. He's managed to keep out of dramas. He is away here then. So back to the Don and Stealth Sloth battle. They're well in front of Aidan Bennett, who's coming down the start straight now. But Don Productions, if he can stay close enough down this straight, could be in for a move or two maybe down this next section. The part where the Acura really does shine. You see it losing out down the straight. Stealth Sloth needs to keep it nice and tidy, and he's doing so at the moment through here. And so far Don just starting to creep on him a little bit, but only a little bit. Oh, Stealth Sloth looks like he's slow through there and struggles through there. Don takes out nice and cleanly, gets through the corner well. Big Acura fan, so let's see the Acura do well. It's brilliant to see it at the moment.
Just what I say, Holty's had a bit of a slow lap there because Smoky Devil's plays
about a second. Yeah, he's gained about a second on Holty there, so good spot from Jamie. Let's see if Holty can get back on it. See what his lap time was. It must have been a mistake on this current lap that they're on, as Don Productions again close to Stealth Sloth at the final part of the lap, but just can't get it together. As Stealth Sloth stays into that pit wall, keeping Don from getting in his slipstream, Jamie, and it's not helping the Acura, who really needs that extra bit of top speed.
No, but say Stealth Sloth is going to the inside.
It's a bit twitchy.
Yeah, if Stealth Sloth can't get back, that's going to slow him down for the first 2 turns, and that might give Don the run.
Well, look at Don here, all over the back of him. Stealth Sloth a bit wide on the exit to the corner. You're not going to make the move through this chicane. And Don now, stay in the slipstream, stay as close as you can, because this next section is where the Acura should be mighty over the Lamborghini. Stealth Sloth's trying to defend that inside line already. Don's going to have to go the long way around. Be patient here, because you can get it back if you can keep it on the outside. And Don looking for the cutback. Stealth Sloth just getting popped. Stealth Sloth struggling a bit here in this Lamborghini.
Yeah, so I wonder what tyres he's on, whether he's on the soft or the hard tyre.
I wonder as well. Stealth Sloth really struggling, and Don just trying to maybe come back underneath and get the undercut, but it didn't work. Bit too close to him, so he had to get out of it. Don here having a great drive in the Acura, really going for it and showing why the Acura isn't a bad car at all. And good on Don for doing just that. Both guys still to pit. And he's really gaining on Stealth Sloth through this last part of the lap here. Now he's really close to him and in the slipstream. This is where you've really got to stay close to the driver in front. Follow him in the slipstream if you have to. He has this time around. Stealth Sloth's now going to come back across the track. His plan hasn't worked this time round. Don in the slipstream will still lose out a little bit, but he's not going to lose out as much and could be closer. If still, look how twitchy that Lamborghini is under the brakes. And Don here then is just being patient as Stealth Sloth runs a little wide. Was that Don's opportunity? He's managed to keep it going, his Stealth Sloth, and Don is just sniffing at an opportunity here then up in this is a battle for P5, P6. Don Productions at the moment sticking to the back of that Lamborghini and just waiting for Stealth Sloth to make the mistake. He got out of it before the chicane and he's just waiting for that yellow Lamborghini to make a slight mistake here, Jamie, and the Acura is going to pounce.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Stealth Sloth is on the
soft tyres. Oh, the hards.
Yeah, because I found with the Lamborghini, halfway through the race, the hard tyres go off slightly.
Oh, what's happened to Don? He's had a spin. He's had a moment on his own. Monkey Boy into the pits at the end of lap 13, and Don was putting all the pressure on the back of Stealth Sloth. He's lost it on his own then there. What a shame for the Acura driver, who was looking so good at the moment. Daniel Francis, after his pit stop, is now on the back of Dean Wasocki. Daniel's pitted, Dean yet to pit. So what could happen here? Aiden back in the pits again, so it's not gone well for Aiden. I say again, sorry, he's back in the pits for the first time. But he's having a lengthy pit stop here, so maybe big damage. Daniel's just got to be patient. He knows Dean's not pitted. Dean knows Daniel has pitted. Not really a fight that these two need to get involved in.
No, but the difference from...
Oh, Dan's having a look. Oh, he had a look, and Dean managed to get into the car turned in. Yeah, Dean managed to get the car turned in there just in time before Daniel could sneak up the inside. Oh, look at the run Daniel's got. Yeah, look at the run he's got here, Jamie. This could be a Cora V McLaren into turn one. Both not the quickest in a straight line compared to the Porsche and the Mercedes and the Lamborghini, excuse me, but both in their own rights very good through the corners. There is Holty in the background. Smokey Devil must have had a moment as he's now 6 seconds off the pack, and Daniel Francis into turn one. Dive bombs Dean, but Dean's going to try and come back at him here, and he's got that job done. So a good little battle between the two. Oh, and Dean's lost it on his own. Maybe just touched the throttle a bit too much, and instead of feathering it round, he's lost the rear of the car down to P9, and Daniel and Joe gain an extra place there. I mean, it was inevitable anyway. Dean has to pit still, but it was a good little scrap between the two of them. Smokey Devil, after his moment, has now gone into the pits at the end of lap 14. So what happened to him? But NJ now running P2. If he can get the gap to Monkey Boy and have a good pit stop, could he maybe jump on the podium with Smokey Devil having a problem?
Here comes Stealth Sloth. Will he get Smokey Devil?
I believe he will. Yeah, he should do. Stealth Sloth still to pit as well, though.
Oh, he's well in front.
Yeah, Stealth Sloth, well done him. But Stealth Sloth still's got to pit, so is NJ and Holty. Also Dean Wasocki and Don Productions. So at the minute, if you're Don, you've got Monkey Boy gaining on the back of you. Maybe let Monkey Boy through. Don't fight him and lose too much time fighting Monkey Boy. That's not your battle. Your battle's the yellow Lamborghini up front. There is Don and Monkey Boy in the background. Smithy, a lapped car just here in front of Stealth Sloth.
Oh, he's really getting in the way.
Yeah, Smithy really in the way there. And Stealth Sloth just taps him in the rear and spins him off there. I'm not quite sure what that was from both drivers there. A bit of a nudge in the rear, a bit aggressive from Stealth Sloth, but at the same time, it was all very slow. Oh, that's Dean off. NJ in the pits, end of lap 15 then. So Dean rejoins. I'm not sure that was from Smithy. It was very slow and seemed like it was holding him up a bit. And Stealth Sloth at the same time rammed him off.
Yeah, I think
Stealth Sloth dives into the pits.
Yeah, so I think Smithy was crawling a bit through that sector, and
Is
yeah,
Dean around
Stealth
again?
Sloth
I think I've seen Dean around again there. Sorry, Jamie. Yeah, he's had another
yeah,
moment.
he's
Oh, what's he
coming
doing?
into the pit.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in. So Dean into the pits then at the end of lap 15.
Oh,
Oh, you got to be
Well,
careful,
bit
Dean.
quick
Don't go too quick into the pitch. You don't want to get yourself disqualified. You need to score points
more
tonight.
bit.
You've got to get one more lap before you even get a point on the board. So make sure you get that lap done.
but you
Dean-
don't want to go backwards again.
No, exactly. Can he get in and out before Aiden? Is it a change of tyres? What is going off with Dean? Then Aiden coming around now. So no, Dean won't get out before Aiden gets him. He will get out though before Smithy. So Dean will be able to jump Smithy. Daniel Francis back ahead of Stealth Sloth. And Argent's now past Dean Wasocki then. Don has Monkey Boy on him. And Don here doesn't need to fight this fight with Monkey Boy. Stealth Sloth's in the pits. Don's yet to pit. If Monkey Boy gets close, let him through and try and get them good laps in. And gain on the gain on Stealth Sloth, Stealth Sloth in the pits.
Yeah, there's no point fighting Monkey Boy because he's just going to slow himself up.
NJ has pitted and has come out just behind this battle. He's about 10 seconds down the road. DJ Phil's got bad damage on that car. DJ Phil needs to get to lap 15 as well to score points in this one. Don using all the curb there in the car. He can use the curb in the Acoras, which I like. Don deciding not to pit again this lap. And the Acoras have looked strong tonight. I've really been impressed with the Acora and the McLaren tonight. They've both looked a good car.
Yes, this is a track that kind of suits both cars because there's long straights and then there's a twisty infield section.
Dean rejoins P11 and is well behind Aidan Bennett. Needs Aidan to have a major incident problem if he is to get past. Here's Daniel Francis. He's got Joe all over the back of him at the moment. This for P6 and 7, but obviously Don and Holty still to pit. I don't think they're going to catch Don and Holty though.
No.
In this one. That one's done. Daniel Francis gone. Rabbit Joe just lost a bit of time coming through them last couple of corners here then. Only 14 people watching, but guys, if you've not hit that like button or subscribe, please do. It helps the channel grow and we bring more content like this. Join us tomorrow night 8 PM where Jamie will be on the track in the Pro Series battling it out with the likes of Gary, Sutty, Mazda for the rights for the victory there. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more events in the future. And Rabbit Joe, just as he was gaining on another place, has lost the rear of the car, gets out of Aidan Bennett's way very, very quickly there. And for Rabbit Joe, he's struggling to get back on. His tyres, I think, must have gone. He's really struggling. And now look who's on the back of him. It's old Kieran Argent himself on the back of Rabbit Joe. And Can Argent, who's taken his double points, let's not forget, gain on Joe and get another place for his double points.
Just gone cut the chicane, so that'll probably be a slow down.
Yeah, and he's not seeming to slow down at the minute, but Rabbit Joe, not his race 2, the problem in race 1, and obviously problems here in race 2 as well. 13 people running. We're on lap 18 is Holty, and he's 40 seconds in the lead of Smoky Devil. Don still P3.
Lap 13.
Oh, DJ Phil needs to get 2 more laps, and I'm sure he will. Don and Holty still to pit. As Holty comes in now, actually, at the end of lap 17. Holty then into the pits. Now all we await then is Don into the pit lane. And for Don here, he was racing Stealth Sloth. He's got a decent gap back to Stealth Sloth, I'd say, here. So is it a case of, has the overcut worked for Don? We'll have to wait to see. Smoky Devil is coming around to the final couple of corners. And Jamie, is he a bit too far back?
Yeah, he's well too far back. Holty's now on his way out.
Yeah, he's on his way out, yeah. Smoky Devil then could be on for a P2. He's took a P3 and a P2 before this season. P2 at Long Beach in round in the first race last week. So good race for Smoky Devil as he's coming down the straight now, and he's going to be as Holty. Yeah, Holty's up to speed. He's going to be about 6 or 7 seconds behind Holty here. Holty though coming out to where back markers are. That's Dean Wasocki who's going to have to put a lap on. As Dean is chasing Aidan Bennett down. He's only 11 seconds behind Aidan Bennett, so Dean not out of an extra place here, although he might be, as Holty's on lap 19 of 20. He's going to still need Aidan to make a few mistakes. There is Aidan just up front, and the 2 McLarens there. Oh, Dean, just try and copy Holty here, mate. Just try and follow Holty through. Oh, he's made a mistake. He's round. So just as he was catching Aidan Bennett, he's made a mistake. He's got his wipers on. It's not raining, but he's got his wipers on. And poor old Dean, he's still learning the wheel, so it's still a learning curve for him. He's got back markers coming, so he'll be better at just pulling off to the side and letting these back markers through here. As Don has still not really been caught by Monkey Boy at the pace I thought Monkey Boy would have caught Don.
No, that's surprising considering the difference in time compared to the Acura and the Mercedes.
Yeah, now obviously Don's still to pit. He's got to pit this lap, otherwise he will be disqualified from the race. And Don here has done a cracking job. The Acura tonight, I tell you what, for me, I'm giving Don driver of the day because he's had two very good, solid races for me. No one else voted in the chat. Guys, get your votes in for driver of the day, but I'm giving my vote to Don Productions. Oh, as Dean has touched the grass and span. He's rolling it backwards. He's had to dab on the brakes, and Don hasn't pitted. Oh, he's coming in now. He's just realised. Oh, he's just realised at the last minute there.
Oh, Daniel Francis got a bit of damage, and he's got Joe and
oh, he has. And Kieran, yes. So Daniel Francis must have had a problem somewhere. Oh, and Joe pulls out and taps the rear of Daniel Francis, and the Acura gets bad damage on the back of that car. And that could be one for the stewards after. Where did Joe go? Joe also off. Kieran gains 2 places. As easy as you like. Daniel's still got 1 lap to do in that car. He's got to get the car home. He could lose out massively here. If he's got to pit, he could lose out massively to the likes of Stove Sloth. Surely you nurse that car to the line.
Yeah, he got no to the line, but Daniel Francis is not going to be happy with that.
No, he's not indeed. Guys, get your votes in for driver of the day on the final lap. Jamie, who's yours?
I'm going to have to give it to Monkey Boy.
Where's Holty on circuit? As Joe flies past Daniel Francis, but here he is again. P10 in race 1. He's going to come across the line here to take another race win. It's going to be Holty, the man, on the top step of the podium for race 2. What a job Holty has done. Smithy's going to have to get a last lap in. No, he's not, I don't think, actually. I think he just slowed down enough for Holty to get across the line. So Holty wins from Smoky Devil, coming home in P2. So another podium this season for Smoky Devil. Monkey Boy, yet again, a pair of P3s for him tonight. He's going to take that one here. Then NJ. We've not seen NJ in the top 4 for such a long time. He's going to come home with a P4. What a drive, Monkey Boy, for Sutty as well. NJ with a P4, great seeing back up the sharp end of the grid. Don Productions, what a good week of point, what a good haul of points for him.
He's back down to 8.
Oh, he's lost out to Daniel Francis, so he must have had a terrible moment. Oh, and he sends one on Daniel Francis from a mile back, and that has not worked at all there. Desperation, but we're going to go back to Don Productions and see Don cross the line. A 4th and a 5th for him. His best results of the season in terms of double points, and he's doubled that score. So not only did he score 24, he's doubled that. So 48 points for Don tonight. Good haul of points for him in P5. Rabbit Joe is going to take 6th, but maybe an investigation with the stewards afterwards, and not the race 2 he would have wanted. Argent has got back in front of Daniel Francis, and to P6 for him. Self-sloth, what, sorry? Oh, he's off, yeah, he's off.
He was right on the back of Dan.
Argent then, looks like he's going to get P7, with Daniel Francis taking P8. Self-sloth's going to come home for 9th. With Aidan Bennett managing to finish this one in P10. Dean Wasocki finished as well. Can't remember where he finished. Was it 11th, I think, for Dean Wasocki in the end?
Yeah.
11th then for Dean Wasocki, with Smithy P12 and DJ Phil just getting the laps in P13. We lost Cam. We lost that Bozzy boy, Liam Gamer. Who was the fastest lap of the race?
Monkey Boy, I think.
Yeah, a 16.6. Yep, so Monkey Boy takes the fastest lap of this one.
Yeah.
So a good job for Monkey Boy there. Monkey Boy also wins driver of the day. Only a couple of votes in, one from Sutty and myself and you. Yeah, well done to everybody who raced tonight. Yeah, Jamie, what was your thoughts on that second race?
Yeah, that was all clean. That was a bit quieter though, but say Holty just drove away from drove away from Smoky Devil and kept it.
Yeah, did exactly what he needed to do, didn't he?
Yep, kept
Well,
it
that's
on
it.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight's Pro-Am driving no racing here. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get this video to 20 likes at the very end. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Pro Series, in which Jamie Brazier will be taking on the likes of Sutty Apex, Gary 131, Little Each, Mazda, and the rest of the field. Peaceful Explosion, I know he'll be watching as well, so Peaceful, I've not left you out. Mr. Sandbags himself. But from all of us here at Simplay Motorsport, take care and good night.
Good night.
I'm just calling to say I calling to say I say I